All right, going live everywhere. Everybody that's in here already starting to see a little bit of the action as we get ready for the super late models here at Weedsport. This could be really interesting or really bad. We're about to find out. Hold on one second, just doing a couple test messages, making sure I can see everything.
You're good. Scared the shit out of me.
All right. So, getting ready for tonight's week number 10 here with the World Outlaw late models as qualifying our practice comes to an end. We're going to get ready for qualifying. It is definitely a different field than what we're used to with the Pro Series going on right now. We're going to see who's out on the track, who is going to win here tonight. Let's see who is going to be one of the first people out on the track. Looks like Tony has gone ahead and loaded up his car onto the track. Let's see if he goes out there. Justin White is actually going to be the first one that makes his way out on the track in that number 20 machine. What's up, Clint? What's up, Clint? Qualifying underway here for week number 10 with the super late models here at Weedsport. As Justin White comes out of turn number 4, he's going to cross the line down into turn number 1 and 2. Let's see where he's able to put that number 20 machine tonight. Tyson Banks out on the track. Bob Klein out on the track. Devin Hauer made top split here tonight. Sprint cars tomorrow. Tomorrow's sprint cars. 8 p.m. Eastern. So Tony going to go out there with a quick time as Justin White tries to put down a quicker time. Mason going to top the charts. I'm going to expect that the first time is usually going to be the quickest, but Justin's going to prove me wrong and pick up the pace just a little bit. How about Devin Hauer out there with the quick time here in qualifying? We're going to see a bunch of different names out here. This could get awfully interesting here tonight. Definitely some names we are not going to be used to seeing out here in tonight's race. I did fix this already, right? Yep. Okay, so wow, trip to the top of the charts here tonight in the 101 machine, I'm assuming. It doesn't say it, but Tripp's going to go to the top of the charts. Trey Mills going to bring it in second. But how about Tripp with a 14.902 with that quick time? Here's another name we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be Justin Sick in the number 2 machine. He's going to be 12th quickest on the charts. I see Logan Herbert out there. Drew Jonkman going out on the track. There's a couple guys that could be quick here. Jonkman going to go 9th quick. Let's see. Justin Sick, 14th quick. Let's see where Herbert's going to put it in the 6:11 as he gets tight into turn number 1 and 2. That is going to kill his time. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Brundage out on the track. Rocks. As, by the way, guys, I didn't see all those gifts, but great days. I appreciate that from the last stream. Definitely appreciate that. Evan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As Herbert does not get a lap in qualifying. Nick Brundage out on the track trying to make lap number 2 count, and that number 32 bite me.
I think you spoke too soon.
As Brundage comes across the line I did speak too soon. It told me, it says he did 4 laps. I'm looking at STK right now, Trip. Are you watching, Trip? All right, let's get ready for heat race number 1. It is going to be Logan Herbert starting on the pole here tonight with Trey Mills in second. Going to be Robert in that number 3 spot. Joel in 4th. Devin Hauer going to start in that number 5 spot. Drew Jonkman in 6th. Kyle Brennan in 7th. Going to be Tony in that number 8 position. Steele in 9th. And Austin in that number 10 position. Time for heats, says Ryder. 100% time for heats. You guys are smashing that like button over on TikTok. Almost to 1,000 here already tonight. I need everybody to do me a favor. They're doing the Pro Series right now for iRacing. Let's try and top them here tonight. Get those shares out there. Let's get some people up in the stream. Marshall, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. as Herbert's going to lead him to the green flag. How many people we have in the race or watching the stream? There are 57 on TikTok. Doesn't look like I got anybody on Kick. I don't know how many I got on Twitch. 3 on Facebook and 5 on YouTube. But they got 149 watching just on Facebook. Oh, there's 8. There's 20 cars. 20 cars. It is Trey Mills. Yes, it is Trey Mills. All right, so right now, just so you guys know, in the Pro Series, Rumsey is winning. Tucker is second. Majula's third. Waddell running fourth. That's good for him. Willis in fifth. That is a Pro Series update. As we are going to get ready for tonight's heat race number 1. Trey's going to blink a little bit there. Overstreet win. All right, down the front straightaway, looking for the green flag. Not this time. We're going to get 2 laps of pace in here. Herbert out front. Robert Overstreet in second. Trey Mills and Devin Hauer. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know who's where. All right, they're going to pull out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, you got to go to the World Finals. How was it? How was it? I know a couple people that went. What's up, Clint? I see you out there. Trey is definitely having a little bit of internet malfunction as we are looking for the green flag, this time by Logan Herbert. Leads the field. So one thing about Weedsport, you either end up with a really phenomenal race or an absolute shit show. What are we going to end up with today? Let me know out in the chat. Are we going to end up with a good one, or are we going to end up with a demo derby? Let me know out there what you guys think as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag, this time by... Green flags out as they come out of turn number 4. Herbert's going to get on the gas. Trey Mills is going to disappear as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be 4 wide. 4 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Jonkman going to slide into that number 2 spot. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be Trey Mills starting to figure out that internet connection. Looks a little more solid as Jonkman's going to catch the inside wall in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Trey Mills, looking for that number 2 spot. It's back as they come out of 4. We got a big wreck out of turn 4. No, they save it as Devin Hauer pacing the wrong way. He's got to get it turned back around. Herbert's going to lead. Oh, no. Trey Mills goes around in the number 89. Not sure if it was internet malfunction. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. That was the wrong one. Let's see what happened. Oh, he blinked. Yeah, he's out. He's out. Yeah. So he was out. He was gone. So they had no clue where he was at as Herbert's going to continue to lead as Drew Jonkman has closed the gap as they got 4 laps to go. Here comes Jonkman. This is the top split opener. I know it looks a little funny because some of the guys are in pro. Let's go 4 wide salute. 30 minutes away. Nice. Oh, contact. Oh, Jonkman almost goes around. He's going to fall back to 4th. Make it 5th as Austin gets into him. Jonkman getting abused as they made contact. Let's go back and take a look and see if we can find out what happened with him and Herbert. Let's see. Oh, Herbert got the wall. Jonkman tried a little bit of a squeeze. Herbert got the wall. That turned Jonkman around. Jonkman still in a transfer spot as they come out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Through turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Herbert's going to take the win. Joel Smith in second. Overstreet. Harnick. Jonkman. And Steele. And Trey Mills all transferring through. Tony, Brennan, and Howard going to the Consi. Got beat. Herbert got the win. All right, so let's get ready for heat race number 2. How about Tripp being on the pole? How about on heat race number 2? What a good qualifying run for the kid. As we get ready for heat race number 2, it's going to be Tripp starting on the pole here tonight. Bob Klein in second. Going to be Colton Jordan in that number 3 spot. Elijah Johnson in fourth. Going to be Tyson Banks. He won yesterday's Dirt Series race in that number 5 position. Justin White in 6th. Mason going to be in 7th. Justin Sick in 8th. Nick Brundage 9th. And Riley Knoll in that number 10 spot. All right, we're going to stack them up 2 by 2, looking for that green flag. I just realized I didn't have gap up. We're going to change that. How many female drivers? There are 0 female drivers in here. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, let me see what we got going on over on TikTok. We got a couple follows that I think I missed. Trevor, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Ryder, thank you for the share. Chad, thank you for the follow. Marshall, thank you for the follow. Evan, thank you for the follow. I think that's got me caught up, but we just got a couple more follows. Corbin, thank you for the follow. Curtis, thank you for the follow. As we are going to get 1 to go at the line. 1 lap to go to green as they come down the front straightaway. Tripp's going to lead the field in that TMS RTV machine as they head into turn number 1 and 2. When will Tripp fire off? Zach, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. As they come down the back straightaway. Tripp can barely see over the steering wheel, but he's going to go out here and lead the field down the back straightaway. I don't think anybody would have been offended. Not on iRacing. It's hard to get offended if you race iRacing, especially dirt. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Tripp out front, down into 1 and 2. Going to be Bob Klein in that number 2 spot as Elijah and Colton going to duke it out for that number 3 position. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Through turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be Colton taking that number 3 spot. He's going to park it. Oh, Elijah drives through him into turn number 1 and 2. What a save out of Colton. Colton's going to car high him out of turn 2. Elijah might have earned that one a little bit as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Brundage has issues. He is out of this one as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's a tough track in person. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be single file. Nope. Here comes Banks looking up underneath. Colton can't quite get there as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Tripp holding on out front, leading the way. Bob Klein in second. Colton in third. Tyson Banks in fourth. Elijah fifth. Knoll and Sick. Your top 7 looking to transfer through here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Let's move back up to the front as it's still Tripp leading the way. Let's jump back here to the battle for that number 3 spot. Looks like Elijah has made his way back up to 4th. Will he look for look to give it back to Colton? They're even right now, if you ask me, but does Elijah feel that way? Well, Elijah's going to get the wall out of turn number 2. That's going to cost him. Here comes Tyson Banks. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Banks on the bottom is Bob Klein trying to give pressure to Tripp up at the front. We're going to keep an eye on that battle. But right now it's the battle for third as Elijah almost gets to the back bumper of Colton. Down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. It's like South Boston, but dirt. It's more of a triangle, Brian. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. White flag is out. Battle for that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Banks going to slide up, parks it on Elijah's nose. Elijah gets to the back of him. Oh, no. Riley Knoll into the inside wall. He's still going to come across 7th, but it's going to be Tripp with the win. Bob Klein, Jordan, Banks, Johnson, Sick, and Knoll making it to the feature. What a crazy final lap. Holy cow, that was insane. All right. Oh, it looks like the Pro Series is over. All right, we're going to get ready for the LCQ starting on the pole. It is going to be Tony Basler. Am I saying that right? Basler? Starting on the pole, Justin White in second. Going to be Kyle Brennan in that number 3 spot. Mason in 4th. I should pull. Oh, you can see it. It's going to be Devin Hauer in the number 5 position and Nick Brundage rounding out the field in 6. Well, this is the second time here tonight that Brundage has been in this position, having to finish in 4th at the transfer through 6-car field in the Consi. Oh, you missed a big one. Well, I got good news for you. If you go to Facebook, YouTube's probably the best one, or Twitch or Kick, you can go watch the VOD and see it again. Big Logan fan. I'm looking at these guys. All right, so looking for that green flag, and they're going to get one to go this time by. It is going to be Justin and Tony on that front row. I can't tell you who's going to make it and who's not in this one. I don't know these guys good enough. Definitely a little bit different field than what we're used to. Tanner, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Grady, thank you for the shares. William, thank you for the follow. Mike Clark, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. I know I missed some of that when I was broadcasting that exciting heat race. Well, it depends on what the laptop is. Looking for the green flag. Out of turn number 4, I guess Justin thinks he's starting the race. As they come out of 4, here comes Tony into 1 and 2. Tony going to lead the way as Justin's going to slide up the track, going the wrong way in a hurry as Devin's trying to race his way in. He's going to get a spot into turn number 3 and 4. Big cut down out of turn number 4 as Tony looks to take the lead into turn number 1 and 2. He's got it back as Kyle is falling back to 2nd. Devin Howard now up to that number 3 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. He's looking for more. Side by side with the number 39 for 2nd as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway in 1 and 2. Let's jump back to the transfer spot. It's going to be Brundage in the number 4 spot. Down the back straightaway. He's in that final transfer spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Gets the inside wall just a tick. Able to keep the foot in it down the front straightaway. It's going to be 3 laps complete. Here comes Justin White to the outside, I think, as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Is it a gaming PC? Great Days? What does it have in it? Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, going to be single file for the top 4. Justin White having a huge internet connection issue. He keeps blinking out as they head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Battle for the lead starting to heat up. Here comes Kyle up underneath Tony out of turn number 4. Can't get it to stick. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Kyle going to roll that bottom, tries to dig up underneath the 21. It's going to be 4 laps to go at the line, 4 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. How crazy is it going to be that Brundage is probably going to make the super race, but did not make the big block one? That is definitely odd. As they come out of turn number 4, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Tony leads the way, Kyle in 2nd. Let's go check on Brundage. Brundage making a couple mistakes, allowing Justin White to slowly creep into view as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go down the front straightaway. Yeah, it really depends on if it's got an actual gaming GPU and what CPU it has. Out of turn at number 4, going to be white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. We're going to keep an eye on this battle for the number 4 spot. Kyle is pressuring Tony, but I'm curious what's going to happen here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Tony leads the way. Kyle 2nd. It's going to be Hauer and Brundage rounding out the field, going to the feature. White and Mason going home. So the LCQ is in the books. We're going to get ready for tonight's main event. 50 laps here tonight at Weedsport. It's probably not going to work, but it really depends on what GPU and CPU it has. It's probably not a gaming PC being a Lenovo. All right, starting on the pole here tonight. Man, we got a young front row. It is going to be Logan Herbert starting on the pole, Trip in 2nd. Going to be Joel in that number 3 spot, Bob Klein in 4th, Robert Overstreet in 5th. Cole's going to be in that number 6 spot with Austin in 7th, Tyson Banks in 8th. Drew Jonkman going to be in that number 9 spot, Elijah Johnson in 10th, Blake Steele in 11th. Going to be Justin Sick in that number 12 spot with Trey Mills in 13th, Riley Knoll in 14th. Going to be Tony in that number 15 spot, Kyle Brennan in 16th, Devin Howard 17th, and rounding out the field, last but not least, it's going to be Nick Brundage. I get it. Who uses computers anymore unless they have to? I mean, look, I got an iPad that'll do just about anything a PC will. All right, down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2, Herbert and Tripp going to lead the field here for the green flag. Let me know, who do you think is going to win tonight's feature? Definitely a different group of names than what we're used to, and Trey Mills did not grit up. Joe, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Appreciate that share. You're going for Herbert? All right, out of turn number 4. Make sure you wave it to your favorite as they're going to get 1 to go at the line. Colton, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that follow as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Herbert and Tripp on that front row. Don't count out Tripp either. I mean, he might be young. You might not see him a lot, but Tripp definitely has a little bit of talent. We'll see if he's able to steal a win here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. We're going to look for that green flag this time by. Into turn number 3 and 4. When is Herbert going to fire off? Green flag is out. Green flag's out. No 6 winner. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Herbert out front. Herbert's the 6'11". Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Here comes Tripp, looking down low, up underneath Herbert out of turn number 4. Tripp's going to dive down low out of turn 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Herbert's going to keep the lead as Joel Smith is all over the back of Tripp through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, good run out of turn number 2 for Tripp. Down into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to blink out a little bit. Good run off of 4. It's going to be Tripp at the line that time by. Tripp had the lead at the line that time by as they're still side by side down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side. Tripp holding strong down low out of turn 4. Herbert at the line that time by. John and Paxton, thank you for the follow as they come down the back straightaway, still side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Tripp holding on strong down low, but I'll tell you what, Herbert's going to be hard to beat. He gets the run off of turn number 4. He's going to lead that time by as they head into 1 and 2. Tripp going to roll the bottom through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Tripp making it look easy down on the bottom side. Herbert's going to gas it up out of turn 4. He keeps the lead that time by about a car length into turn number 1 and 2. Half a car length. It is a hell of a race so far. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Tripp's going to catch the inside wall just a bit, and there's net code out of turn 4. It's going to be Tripp at the line that time by. So Tripp blanked out, made some contact with Herbert. Oh no! Joel's going to get into Tripp out of turn number 2. Tripp now back to that number 3 spot as Joel is in the 2 position, now trying to stalk the 6'11" as they head through turn number 1 and 2, trying to close the gap all over the back of him out of turn 2, down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Herbert's going to continue to lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Thank you for the share, NFLK 326, as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be single file up at the front for now, but Joel with a good run off of turn number 2. Yeah, I agree, Brett. This is probably one of my favorite. Well, I mean, I might be biased. I probably don't count. I've actually raced here in real life. Herbert's going to bang the wall out of turn number 2. Here comes Joel trying to close the gap as they head down into turn number 3 and 4. Single file up at the front as Herbert's going to flirt with that inside wall. Colton Jordan, a little bit of controversy in his heat race. Will he cause some into tonight's feature? So far, 10 laps into this one. We're going to keep it lean and green so far. Carson, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Great Days, thank you for the share. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Jordan's going to hit the cushion, drive it down the back straightaway, trying to close the gap on Tripp. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Colton Jordan down low. Tripp's going to gas it up out of turn number 4. Keeps the spot that time by into 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, Tripp is looking good right there. Battle's going to be for that number 4 spot as he's got company. We got Bob Klein and Drew Jonkman just behind him as they come out of 4. Jonkman into Klein out of 4. Klein's going to hold it straight into 1 and 2. Jonkman going to slide Klein into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Move Jonkman up to that number 5 spot as Klein is now back to 6th. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, single file for the most part. I think Tripp might have found a little something in turn number 1 and 2. He is trying to dig to the outside of Joel, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Colton Jordan got the wall in turn number 3 and 4. Opens the door wide open for Jonkman. Jonkman up underneath the 8 out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, maybe a little bit of contact into turn number 3 and 4. Jonkman going to roll down low out of turn number 4. Who's going to have that spot at the line? It's going to be Colton Jordan at the line as Jonkman continues to fight down low. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, more contact up to the wall, down into turn number 3 and 4, still side by side. Here comes Tripp looking for second out of turn number 4. He's side by side with Joel. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Tripp's going to try to dig that bottom side out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking up underneath Joel Smith into turn number 3 and 4. He's got that bottom side digging. Out of turn. Oh, he got the inside wall just a tick. He has to back out of it. Did not hit Joel. He's got to fall back into third. I don't know. He's got to be like 13, 14 maybe. 13? Tripp, how old are you? Gary, thank you for the shares. Appreciate that. He'll probably come in here if he top threes for an interview. Herbert continues to lead. Joel Smith in second. Tripp in third as they come down the back straightaway as Jonkman continues to work Jordan for that number 4 spot. Here comes Jonkman. Jonkman going to make a little bit of contact with Colton down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to, I thought he was going to slide up, pulls out of it, down the back straightaway, drag race into turn number 3. Jonkman gave him very little room, slides him in 3 and 4. Here comes Jordan back down low out of turn 4. They're side by side into 1 and 2, but Jonkman going to try to pull away. He does out of turn 2. So Jonkman up into that number 4 spot now sets his sights on Tripp as they head through turn number 3 and 4. In reality, Jonkman is the one with the most experience in these cars in here. He should win this thing, but he's got quite a few laps to go, but he's got a ways to get there as he is currently 1.8 seconds back from our leader. Logan Herbert is checked out as Jonkman is now starting to work the back of Tripp as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Brandon, thank you for the follow. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, Jonkman pressuring Tripp. Tripp trying to get away as they come out of turn 2. Tripp, I think, is faster than Joel. Just couldn't find his way around, and that blinking is definitely not helping his case. You got to wonder if the other cars are disappearing when he blinks. Jimmy, thank you for the follow. Arthur, thank you for the follow. Camden, thank you for the follow. Dakota, thank you for the follow. Carson, thank you for the 30 roses. Appreciate that. Sub Whooper, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you as Herbert continues to lead the way. We're watching that battle for second on back as Joel has it. Tripp and Jonkman wanted it into turn number 3 and 4. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you guys. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. It is going to be Joel leading this pack in the number 2 spot. Tripp trying to jump up to the outside to get the run out of turn 4. He's closed the gap as they head into 1 and 2. He's going to blink a little bit as Joel slides up. Here comes Tripp up underneath. Come on, Riley, says Bradley. Riley's back in that number 6 spot. He took quite a ride in this heat race, but made it into the feature. He has had to work his way up. He is up 8 spots, and he is looking for more as he is racing Bob Klein for the number 5 position. Here comes the 07 of Riley to the outside. He's going to dig out of turn 4 down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Side by side for that number 5 spot as Riley's going to dig up high. Fancy Girl, thank you for the follow as they come out of turn 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Dirt Life. Dirt Life, they are at Weedsport. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for that number 5 spot. Riley's got it. Bob Klein wants it back as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Jonkman looking up underneath Tripp as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Tripp trying to hold onto that podium as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. 32 laps in the books. We're going to make it 33 and 17 laps to go as Logan Herbert has a big lead in the 1 and 2. Jacob, thank you for the follow. Bill, thank you for the follow. Gary, thank you for the follow. Owen, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Drew Jonkman trying to work Tripp as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Tripp Whitmire trying to hold on to a podium here tonight. Can he close back in on Joel? He seems to find the line and lose it a little bit. He's got to find that line and keep it. Close that gap on Joel. He is definitely quick enough as they head through turn number 1 and 2. No 6 winners, says user. Rochi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 36 laps in the books. We got 14 to go. Let's jump back. Looks a little crazy back here around that number 7 spot. Elijah's going to take it. Colton Jordan falls back to 8th. He has been going the wrong way in a hurry. He's going to dig up underneath Elijah into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to be the caution. That is going to be the reason we get a caution. That number 8 car right there. William, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. There's the caution. It wasn't who I thought it was going to be. Let's go, Drew. Drew's been rolling. All right, let's go see what brought out the caution flag. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Tripp. Oh, he blinks out. He blinked out there. Tripp goes to the outside. I'm not sure what happened. I know he's blinked out a little bit. Not really sure what. Oh, there it is. I think he blinked out. Oh, no, he might not have blinked out right there. I think Jonkman just gets in the back of him in turn number 1 and 2, turns Tripp around. That brings out the caution flag. I don't know why it didn't go. Holy shit. Yeah, we are at 6,100 likes. You guys are freaking awesome. Yeah, he got turned. All right, so it is going to be Logan Herbert leading the way here. Joel Smith will be to his outside. It'll be interesting to see what happens here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, you guys are going to definitely hit it for me here tonight. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Herbert on the gas, down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. Here comes Jonkman, down low, up underneath Joel, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Jonkman going to dig down low. Oh, no, Riley gets tight up on the high side. They're going to be 3 wide for the number 4 spot into 1 and 2. Somehow they hold on to it as the battle for second continues to rage as Jonkman's going to take it down the back straightaway. I got a feeling it's pretty crazy further back as Joel trying to dig up underneath Jonkman as they come out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go into 1 and 2. Jonkman going to slide up the track. Here comes Joel down low. Joel going to dig down low into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side with Jonkman. Jonkman digs the high side as he pinches down Joel just a little bit. Able to get the run off of 4. Joel going to fight back into turn number 1 and 2. Up underneath. Jumped him. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, he is a good kid. Out of turn 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Well, I had to look because I do know Tripp was blinking, but he did not blink at that point. You guys are at 8,600 likes over on TikTok. We are definitely going to hit that 10K mark as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We got 7 laps to go. Can we hit it in 7 laps? That's the question, guys. Will we hit that 10K in 7 laps as Joel continues to fight back on Jonkman as Logan Herbert tries to drive off into the sunset? Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Caution flag is out. Because he wrecked. And put him at the back because he wrecked. Now, if this was a live admin, they probably would have put Jonkman to the back, but because it's an official, there's no live admin. Let's go see what happened to Tyson Banks here. So Tyson can bring out the caution flag here, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if he's the cause or a victim. Oh, he's a victim. Oh, no. Brundage got in the back of him, turned him around. There was a checkup accordion effect, and it ended on Tyson Banks. All right, it's going to be 44 laps in the books. We're going to have 5 laps to go when they take the green flag. Does Jonkman have anything for Herbert? We hit 11K. Hell yeah, guys. You guys are freaking awesome. 11,000 likes over on TikTok. All right, so we're going to get a restart here with 5 laps to go. Drew Jonkman going to be on the back bumper of Logan Herbert. What will happen here? That was all on me. Yeah, it was just a big checkup, big accordion effect. All right, we're going to... Wow, I am lagging a little bit here. Let's get to 15K. That would be awesome. I don't know why I'm having frame drops, but we are. Hopefully he cleans up here in a minute as they head through turn number 3 of 4. When is Herbert going to fire him off? Green flag is out. 20K is better. You guys are freaking awesome. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Ryan and Tyler, thank you for the follows. Appreciate that. Daxton, thank you for the follow. I see a flag. Tristan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. I might have missed a couple, but definitely appreciate those follows as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Ryan, thank you for the lightning bolt and the roses. Appreciate you as they come up down the back straightaway. Jonkman going to try to stay on the bumper of Herbert as they head through 3 and 4. They're going to get 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Jonkman is there, looks to the outside, gets the inside wall as he tries to duck low. Herbert holds on to the lead down the back straightaway. Rich, thank you for the follow. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be all Herbert out front. 3 laps to go. Kenny, hold on. Jonkman trying to close the gap into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. 16K likes on TikTok. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be 2 to go at the line. 2 laps to go. Oren, thank you for the follow. 2 laps to go. Jonkman going to give Herbert a push into turn number 1 and 2. Lets Herbert know he's there as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. White flag is up in the air. 1 lap to go. Can Herbert hold on? Down into turn number 1 and 2. Joel could be the beneficiary here if they make contact as they come down the back straightaway. Jonkman into the wall. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Herbert's going to take the win. Who's going to get second? It's going to be Jonkman, Smith, Noel, and Jordan rounding out your top 5. Brian, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Brian, thank you for the rose. Appreciate that, guys. Holy cow, what a wild one here tonight. We'll probably see Herbert jump into the Discord. We'll see. We're going to go through the results. It is going to be Herbert with the win. Jonkman in second. Joel Smith in third. Going to be Riley Noel in that number 4 spot. Colton Jordan in 5th. Elijah Johnson in 6th. Going to be Robert Klein in that number 7 spot. Blake Steele in 8th. Going to be Austin in 9th. Robert Overstreet, 10th. Kyle Brennan in 11th. Going to be Justin Sick in the number 12 spot. Nick Brundage in 13th. Tony in 14th. Going to be Devin Howard in the number 15 position. Trip in 16th. That is unfortunate for him. Tyson Banks 17th and Trey Mills in 18th. Told you, it was a great race. It definitely was a good race. Noah, thank you for the follow. Corey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go see if anybody is in Discord. Herbert, you coming to Discord? I don't know if Herbert is in here. I do know Joel Smith joined the Discord. Joel, you can jump in too. You were top 3. So if Joel jumps into the and 20K, you guys are freaking amazing. You guys are freaking amazing. We're gonna see if Herbert or Joel jump in real quick. Sprints are tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is 9:29 here, just to give you an idea if you do not know what the difference is. That was all me. You did all the 20K. How many we got? Yeah, 21K. Just hit it, guys. I don't see anybody jumping in the Discord for an interview. I would have interviewed Joel, but he joined the Discord, but he did not jump in the interview. Let me just make sure he didn't jump somewhere else. I do not see him. So Joel is not, he did join the Discord, but he's not in here. But next time, maybe we'll get him. Robert, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys coming out, watching the show. As always, guys, until next time, be safe and have a good night.